Hey kids, no specific new deck here. The ban lists potentially being out any minute now has kind of been thrown off my content creation. It's like, do I really want to find myself with a new deck that potentially just completely gets turned off by the ban list? Or do I want to have to drop everything I'm doing to upload my reaction while a video is rendering? It's just a lot of potential work that I want to avoid. Here I have just a couple replays that I got while I was playing Blackwing, because that's just kind of the deck that I play whenever I want to unwind. It's the deck that I know, it's the deck that I understand, it's the deck that I love. For our first game, we'll be going up against Runic Trap Tricks. I didn't even know this was Runic during this game, by the way. I didn't even realize this was a 60 card until just now. Also very interesting choices. Like, they're also on the new Wipeout Trap Hole, famous for finally being the card that power creeps eat Gaboon. Truly a tragic day. Anyway, they're going first. They're going to normal summon Dianea, link off for Sarah, and then activate Arachnacamp at a special summon, triggering the Sarah to set Network Trap Hole. Then they'll set Gravediggers and pass. This is a pretty awkward start from our opponent, but it's still a lot. We are going to start the turn with an activation of Chinook, attempted to turn off the Sarah. I've identified that, I can't really, I can avoid playing into Network Trap Hole, but I'd really rather not. First I'm going to have to turn off Sarah, so I can at least cut them on Trap Holes for later. So we'll go ahead and Chinook the Sarah. They will Gravediggers. That triggers the Sarah to summon Nepenthes. Here, I'm going to activate Shamal for Feather Whirlwind, which is going to then allow us to activate Simoon, banishing Harmattan. They're going to activate Arachnacamp, which I don't particularly like here. They're going to set Holatea. Anyways, we're going to normal Sudri after searching for Vada, and we'll be adding a second Chinook and a Twin Shadow, since we already had access to Vada and Shamal. We'll make Blackwing Dragon by sending Chinook and... Oh no, we sent Simoon here, right? Because I was out of level 2s in my deck, so I had to use a level 6. Anyway, we will tribute off Simoon for a Phantom Glimmer token and make Nothung, which will reduce Sarah to 0. We'll special Orochi, then normal the Vada, then put Arachnacamp at a 0 and burn. We'll synchro to Hot Red Abyss, switch the Arachnacamp to attack, make Draco Berserker, and this is well over lethal, so our opponent will concede. For our next game, we'll be going up against a very confused Sword Soul player. There are a lot of cards that you just would not expect out of Sword Soul. Wait. Where's my... Okay, there's one Moye. I think I only saw the one. No. There are the other two. Okay. 2 Shaman of the 10 years. Bold. And only 1 Basha is dubious at best. Shasta Crimson Blader. Probably shouldn't be on that. Well, I haven't seen Chaofeng in a while. Anyways, they are going first. They're going to start off with Long Yuan, pitching Dragon of the Abyss. Then they're going to make Cheng Ying burn for 1200 and activate Pod of Desires. I'm going to Ash that, so they will just go ahead and set Imperm and pass. We'll start things off strong with a Kaiju, then banish Simoon for Simoon to trigger the Black Whirlwind. They'll Ash that, but that's no big deal. We can play through this. I'm going to normal summon Vada, and this is something bad players do, like, all the time. They'll have Imperm, but then they'll just target Simoon for some reason, and just throw it away, and I will never understand why. Anyways, we'll search for Chinook, then special summon Harmattan. Harmattan's going to become level 4, and then we'll make Berea Storm, milling a copy of Ouster. We'll pitch Chinook to reduce Radiant and mill Blackwing Dragon, then we'll synchro into Fall Armor Master, and banish the Ouster to put a wedge counter on it. That allows us to steal it, and then we'll banish the materials for Assault Dragon from our grave, which gives us over 8,000 points of damage. For our next game, we'll be going up against Shino Bird, I think. This is Shino Bird. It looks like Shino Bird to me. I don't know if this is the same deck that DZ fused when Yatagarasu got unhit for the first time in one of his videos, but I don't know. It might be. Anyway, we are going first. We're going to go ahead and banish Chinook for Simoon. That allows us to trigger the Black Whirlwind to add Sudri. We've already got Shamal and Twin Shadow, so we can play a little different than normal. We'll add Vada and Ouster, then pitch the Shamal for Feather Whirlwind and special summon Vada. Vada here is going to mill a Chinook and Zephyros. We'll bring back the Vada and then make Berea Storm. Berea Storm is going to send Shamal. Then we're going to bounce back Feather Whirlwind for Zephyros. It's a counter on Blackwing Dragon. We'll activate Black Feather Whirlwind, then make Fallen Master, triggering in sequence a couple of effects that lets us bring back Vada and add back Chinook. We'll make Nuthong, that's going to bring over 800, and then we will extra normal the Ouster. Ouster is going to bring back the Chinook and then add us another Chinook. We'll make Berea Storm and then special Orochi and make Hot Red Abyss. And I made a bit of a mistake here. I didn't need to make the Berea Storm. I should have just made a second Fallen Master, but it is what it is. Anyways, we're going to switch this Berea Storm to defense mode and then make Onimaru and then make Assault Dragon, set Twin Shadow, and pass. Our opponent is going to start with Gamma CL on the Fallen Master, to which we will summon another Fallen Master, adding back the Fallen Master with Shamal, and then summoning back Berea Storm. They're going to normal summon a Mono Awado, and then pre-prep for Baron Peacock, and calling, that's going to allow them to make Peacock, which is going to bounce 3 of our monsters. That places a wedge counter on Baron. During the end phase, that'll bounce back, and they'll get 2 tokens. Mono Awado will bail as well. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to lethal here. We'll special summon Vada, activate Vada, sending a copy of Simoon. Then we'll reborn the Orochi, which is going to allow us to make Hot Red Abyss, flipping the Shino Bird token to attack, and then we will make Assault Dragon. We'll banish for wedge counters, and then steal this other Shino Bird token, switch it to attack, and this is well over lethal. And now for our last game, we'll be going up against Mikanko. Ash Imperm is a pretty rough combination for us. Definitely not what we want to be seeing. What I really want to know is why I keep seeing pure Mikanko as like a deck. I don't understand why people keep playing this. Anyway, we're going to start off strong with Small World. They let that resolve, so we'll go ahead and add Sudri. We're going to activate Black Whirlwind and then normal Sudri. We'll activate and sequence our effects. They'll Ash, and I'll think, aha, what a fool. Now I can just continue playing and use this triple tactics talents to hand rip. But then they imperm the Sudri, and all of a sudden things get a lot worse for me. I decided to gamble on the talents here. I didn't have to do that, and I get hugely punished for it. Anyway, they're going to prep for Ohomi. Ohomi's going to activate, but I'm going to Ash that. Given that they're on prep for Ohomi, I made the call that this was pure Mikanko, and I was correct. They'll normal Hare and then equip it with Arabesque. That's going to allow Hare to add Reflection Rondo. Then they'll go ahead and special summon Huli and trigger its effect to add Spiriting Away. They'll go to battle after setting the Spiriting Away and will take 14. Then the Reflection Rondo to steal the Sudri and switch it to defense. We have a Kaiju, so we'll go ahead and take back our Sudri. Then we'll normal summon Vada, adding a Chinook. We'll activate Vada, they will Ash that, no big deal. We'll draw 2 more cards, and these 2 are actually good. We'll Small World away the Simoon, but our opponent will concede, realizing that we have all the gas in the world. Here's the deck list that I'm thinking of playing right now, by the way. This is what I was on in all of those replays. If you're wondering, basically, I just shuffled around the non-engine, moved the Lances to the board in exchange for Ghost Ogres, and took out the Ghost Bell to make room. Took out Gozen for Spell Smell, because Spell Smell is able to force super heavy variants to make Saratobi, which is pretty good, and it can kind of screw with Purely as well. Yeah, it's Blackwing. Hasn't changed much, really just one Kaiju and a different non-engine lineup here. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you today. Hopefully the banlist can drop soon so I can start pre-planning content again very soon. But till then, I'm just gonna keep playing it by ear, and that'll really have a good way to close out this video.